Howdy YouTube. A customer of mine bought an upright cone hopper bottom grain bin, whatever they're called, at a farm auction recently, and he asked me to go move it for him. I have a special grain bin moving trailer that I built for doing this, because this will be number 7 of these grain bins that I've moved. I have a few things I need to do to this trailer today. I really need to fix the spot where it bent because I overloaded it. I want to convert the front hitch from a strap and pin style to a ball coupler. I want to add a jack to the front, and I need to swap out the axle for a wider one. When I was moving my POS winch bed off the farm and storing it at a friend's house, I bent the trailer. Mainly because I hit some really big ruts on the road while doing that.
Wowzers, that thing is bent. I had a couple hard bumps on the way here. Yeah, I broke my weld down there. Hopefully you can see that at the right angle. That's supposed to be welded solid. So when I haul grain bins, the load is very much balanced on this trailer. Just a little bit of tongue weight is all I have. So I didn't really need it that strong up here. But this bed here weighs 3,000 pounds, a little over. I can't remember exactly what it is. I went across the scales, and of course that's all in front of that axle too. This load is very front heavy. You can probably tell by the camera that it's not straight anymore. I'll have to cut both pipes off wherever the top pipe is no longer bent, so that might be an inch or two behind that mount. I'm actually going to redo that because I'm going to cut that off and no longer use this section right here. I think I'm going to reuse these bolts, these U bolts, and probably just weld a plate onto those two pipes. So all is, it looks like maybe a foot or so of the trailer. Not too keen on that, as some of the bigger grain bins may not fit. And then up front on the hitch, I just put this flat bar on it, because when I originally built this trailer, the whole reason I built it was to back a grain bin into the old shop I was at to get it painted so we could get it out of the weather. So I put the drawbar type hitch on there so we could back it in with the Kubota, because that little Kubota tractor is awesome for backing things up. So to pull it behind my welding truck, I have this gizmo for pulling it, which a pin style hitch like that just absolutely sucks for going down the road. It bounces and clatters and everything. So I'm going to convert this to a ball coupler. Right now I'm putting a 2-inch ball on it. The 2 inch is good enough. It's marginal for what a grain bin weighs and what this trailer weighs and what I'm pulling. But I want to go up to 2 5/16. Unfortunately, I have to do this job in a couple days, and that coupler is not going to be here in time. So yeah, so that's why I'm throwing the 2-incher on there right now, because I have the 2-inch laying around. And the other thing I need to do is move these rails in. Probably just put them right inside of the gussets here. I'm not sure exactly where it'll be. I have to do some math and figure that out. But normally I move 10-foot diameter grain bins with this thing, and the grain bin I'm going to go be moving is only 6 foot in diameter, so huge difference. So I mean that grain bin will be halfway through it basically, which be rubbing on the ground. It won't touch these rails, so I got to move them in. All right, well that was a lot of explaining.
We're going to start off by building the ball coupler mount. Got my plans drawn out here on this piece of strap iron. 7/8 in. So 1. So I don't want this. I need to switch over to the annular cutter. But I drilled 3 holes in 2 plates. These will be the vertical plates like this. And this one I got drawn on this piece. We're cutting out this piece up here. This is the overall top view how it's going to look. Probably doesn't make any sense to you right now. So anyway, I think I'm set up. First hole here, be 1 hole up here, 1 hole down here to match this. Be 2 of the holes. That way I have 1 adjustment. I can put the hitch here or the hitch up here. Like that, or like that. This is the trailer coupler, this piece here. This will be welded onto the trailer. So, anyway,
how that's working, if that makes any sense at all. So it'll go like this. Well, I absolutely love annular cutters, and they make ridiculously nice round holes with very little burrs. There's still just a slight sharp edge to these. And also when you're trying to put a bolt through a hole, you don't want to square it, just start a little taper. So I found this little guy online, and it's got replaceable teeth, basically just like for the lathe, whatever, in there. I don't know if you can see them things or not. This thing is adjustable height. Great little pneumatic beveler. This thing's awesome. Makes a pretty nice little chamfer. I'm going to assemble this thing. I got a little welding to do on it real quick here. Oh, nice. That's really nice. Perfect. Wow, this assembled really well. I'm going to tack weld this plate in back here. I got back just far enough that it misses the bolts there. And then this plate will come to the other side of the bolt here. Kind of between the bolt and this hole. Need it far enough back from this hole that the nut will clear. So there'll be two in there, and that's just going to keep it from crushing when I tighten down these bolts. And these strap iron will go on the outside of the rectangular tubing inside the hitch. So rectangular tubing will go in here. I need to get the hitch up here with the garage close enough that I can weld the coupler mount on. I could actually do it out there, but it's pretty breezy today. I'm afraid my gas will blow away. So I think I'm just going to try sliding the hitch up the frame rails here. I think I can do that. We'll see. Lighting kind of sucks against that fiberglass door, but I got the hitch coupler set up there and I'll weld it on. And there it is, all welded together. I real quickly made a little jack stub thing, whatever you call it. I'm going to put a jack on here. Currently, I just take a high lift jack with me and then put this trailer on blocks or whatever, which works pretty good when you use the pin hitch style, but now that it's a ball hitch, now I got to raise the coupler up over the ball of the hitch, you know, and drop it back down. So, I mean, still do it with a high lift, but might as well just slap a jack on here real quick, right? Like, why not? Got this jack that I'm borrowing off another trailer for now. I probably won't leave a jack on this trailer all the time. I'll probably just set it on blocks when I'm done using it and take this jack back off, because
I only use this trailer like twice a year. It's silly to pay 80 bucks to have a jack on there all the time, right? And then we'll make sure that the coupler still fits on it here. Nice. Wonderful. And then I'm going to take this hitch, kick it back outside, and we'll work on putting the mounts, the flat bar, the plates on the front of those pipes. Well, the customer just brought in a project for me to do, and now it's dark outside. And it is definitely fall because the temperature is dropping very quick. I'm actually chilly, but that's okay. I love fall. Beautiful time of year. I'm not a fan of summer at all. Anyway, so I'm going to cut up some of those 3/4 thick by 3-inch wide flat bar. I can't think of words at the moment, but it's the end of the day and I'm tired, I guess. I need 6 inches wide to make these mounts, 7 3/4 this way and 6 inches wide this way. So they're pretty good sized plates. I was hoping to just cut something out on the plasma table, but I only have 1/2 inch or 1 inch or 1/4 inch. The mounts that are original here that I used are 5/8 of an inch thick, so I don't think 1/2 inch is actually going to be enough. I was actually kind of questioning these 5/8 ones. They're borderline, so I'm going to go up to 3/4. Long roundabout here. So it's 3 inch wide, double them up side by side. That is 6 inches. So I'm going to cut 4 of them out because they're going to be 2 2s. I think is what I'm going to do. Instead of driving all over the place, I'm just going to drill all the holes here with the annual cutter. So I'll drill them here, flip the piece over, drill the hole here again, and go through all the pieces. So instead of driving everywhere, I'll just be swapping out these pieces, which I think will be easier. With the ones that are bent correctly, they fit in super easy. With the ones that are not bent correctly, they don't fit. And that's how it was with the other mounts too. I had to really push those things in there. I mean, they'll go, but it's not easy. So I'm going to see if maybe I can bend them or something again. I don't know. But anyway, they work. And there'll be 2 of them like this and 2 of them like this. And then the pipes will be welded right here. I went ahead and made little notches on the back side here. Well, I can weld just this little bit back here. I can flip them over, clamp them down again, weld them solid. Maybe they won't deform too much. We'll see how it goes. Alright, something like that. Not bad. It's not a bad bead at all. It's nice. Almost looks professional. Alright, I'm going to let that cool down. Just like that, clamped up. So that flat side goes here because I'll go to the frame. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it on center and give it a tack. And then we'll check it with the square here. See how close I am. Oh, it hits. There we go. Bottom needs to go. Actually, does it? moly, that looks perfect. I think I maybe see just a little bit of light clear down here at the bottom, but otherwise, that is square that way. Oh, can't hold everything there. This side needs to come in. I need to tap this side up a little bit. Oh, that's hard to hold all that up. Stinking close. Stinking close. We're gonna go with it. We'll do a whole bunch of jumping around on this thing. There we go. I had to not weld quite so much around these holes. I probably should have gone ahead and put these holes out just a little bit further. But, whatever. It works. It'll be fine. But most places I did a 3-pass weld here. This will be the bottom of the rail here. This will have the most strain on it, so that's why I stacked up a whole bunch of welds in there. Really got it good. So that ought to hold. Not too worried about it. Nice and hot too. It's turning colors. Woohoo! All right, well, I'll do the other one, and then we'll reassemble this trailer. I'm gonna swap this axle too. I'm not 100% sure if I actually need this wider axle. It's sitting on the ground, but the legs of the grain bin are really close on this short one. Like I might have a couple inches to spare. So I figure since I'm tearing this whole trailer apart, redoing everything, I'm gonna swap axles too. That way I know I have enough room for the legs to fit in. The reason it's actually more of a problem on a small grain bin, there's only 4 legs on this little grain bin. So it's a, in a square pattern, and the big grain bins have 6 legs. The spacing works out completely different. Looks nice. Very happy. I was actually going to go move this grain bin today, but right now, according to the Hill City, Kansas airport, we're having 37-mile-an-hour winds. I don't think I'm going to try going out that kind of wind and moving this grain bin. 37-mile-an-hour wind is a good way to have something go seriously wrong, if you know what I mean. So we'll wait till the wind calms down and go out and move this thing.